So, I don't have a whole lot of time this morning, so we're probably only going to do one All Signs reading. And just kind of leave it at that. And then tonight, I'm going to try to get on. If you are also subscribed to my book reading channel, Cool Story Bro, we're going to try to get some of this book read. So, yes, let's see. So, alright. Let's see what the energy is for you today. See what you're moving towards. See what's moving towards you. See what's going on. What your energy is like. We just had the new moon in Scorpio last night. And already I feel like heavy transitional energy, right? Like, last night I woke up at like 1 in the morning and I just laid in bed and meditated and then I fell asleep again, but like, I think I meditated at least a solid hour. I didn't even look at my phone. I was like, oh, we connecting with spirit right now. All right, we got to get them downloads. So, yeah, I feel that there's definitely like new cycles, new opportunities showing up. Scorpio is all about that. Scorpios are kind of opportunists, not in a negative way, but like in a positive way. Where when opportunities arise, they're like, let's go, So, Arcturians, feeling safe, wisdom keepers, and concern. And this typically talks about concern for others, right? Or like protectiveness. Yep, that's me speaking English. So I'm feeling like pulling a lot of oracles today, okay? So don't mind me. We're gonna do things a little bit different. Cause you know me, I can't do the same shit over and over. I get too bored. I remember soul plan, the destined life versus the fated life. I said that backward. It's the fated life versus the destined life. Whatever. I'm slightly dyslexic. Deal with it. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Going back to I remember with soul memories. Okay, so you're doing past life regression. You might be having crazy dreams, deja vu, soul connections where you like meet somebody and you're like, I've known this motherfucker for at least 5 lifetimes. Like, so, I feel like you're understanding like your karmic debts in this life, right? And that's rough, right? When you meet somebody and you're like, fuck, I probably killed you, right? Because all this bad karma surrounding you. But also there's good karma too. Like there's those good karmic relationships. I don't even like calling them karmic relationships, but they are, like even a twin flame, because this is something you've done before in a past life, right? When your past life starts synchronizing with your current life, that's when you realize that life doesn't stop, right? Life is a continuous flow of events. Dying is just like changing your fucking clothes. So you're doing past life regression. You're learning, remembering why you're here, who you've been, that sort of thing. So we've got an alchemist on our hands. I'm not surprised. My channel is actually kind of exclusive to alchemists. That's why I don't market it super heavy. I don't ask people to subscribe. I'm like, the right people are gonna subscribe, right? The right people are gonna show up. I don't. I don't feel like my messages are for everybody. I feel like it's for, very select energies that vibrate and connect with my energy. We meet on a similar frequency, and that's why you're here, right? So, shout out to you. I'm happy we found each other. But yeah, I definitely believe in the law of attraction, and so I feel that, like, the right people are showing up, right? The right people are here for the messages. I don't have messages for everybody, but those of you that I do have messages for, you're here, right? You found the message, and that's how I like my channel to be. So, if you found me, we here, we doing this. We're a soul tribe now. So, we have 4 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Moon in reverse. 4 of Cups is about rejection, or rejecting people, or rejecting an offer. 10 of Cups is about feeling fulfilled, having pretty much everything that you want. Like, this is emotional abundance, right? 10 of Cups is probably one of the happiest cards you can get, right? So this is contentment and feeling like pretty blessed. With the Moon in reverse, something is hidden. Okay, that's like 8 of Swords in reverse, or 8 of Swords energy. Something is hidden. So the Moon can also be about Pisces energy, but the Moon talks about illuminating a truth, or like discovering the truth about a situation, or whatever the case is. So let's clarify. The 4 of Cups. And the Moon in reverse. One more for the Moon in reverse. Four of Cups. What you're rejecting, or what you are not allowing in your life, right? I feel like that's a better way of putting that. It's the energy of things that weigh you down, things that feel like a burden, right? 10 of Wands is all about this burden energy. We have 10-10, endings and new beginnings. And I think it's kind of ironic that we have the 10 of Wands and 10 of Cups, because they're polarities, they're opposite energy. But it's kind of this energy of like getting something off your chest, or like setting down a burden and not revisiting it. It's like if somebody from your past tries to, or has tried to, like, come back, I feel this energy that, like, you're not open to that, you're not receptive. With the Fortitude in reverse, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles, what I see here is you don't see that, like, Okay, so with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Fortitude in reverse, there's somebody here who doesn't like want to work for something. Put the energy where it belongs. But it's kind of like the energy of wanting to receive without working, without putting in the effort, just kind of like. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it could be in regards to money. Just kind of wanting to reap like you've sown, but not sowing. Right? We can't. I mean, that's not how it works. But I don't know if this is somebody that you've dealt with in the past, or because with the Ten of Wands, this could be somebody who's kind of a burden to you. So perhaps in the past you've dealt with somebody who was very like codependent, didn't want to work for shit, just wanted everything to be brought into their life, right? And I do get the feeling that this is the energy of you letting go of somebody or something for that reason. So Four of Pentacles and Five of Cups tells me that you learned how to be very independent, right? Because with the Five of Cups, somebody in the past who's been very codependent on you, who kind of wanted you to be like a breadwinner or like do all the work so that they could reap the rewards of that, right? With the Four of Pentacles, I feel this like you've had to learn how to establish yourself. You have a very independent energy. So what I'm seeing is you've dealt with some very codependent people who've taken advantage of like your emotional abundance, or have taken advantage of you on an emotional front, right? Because they didn't want to do shit, but yet they wanted to like benefit from all the work and effort that you put in. Four of Pentacles, typically you would see a king sitting alone with his pentacles all around him, like kind of like very independent in being able to take care of his finances, right? I feel like this person from your past really affected you, right? They left you feeling emotionally drained and disappointed, depleted and defeated. And with the Ten of Wands, it's time to like let go of this emotional burden, right? Because I do feel like on some level there's like an energetic like holding on, like you think about them, they cross your mind, you like, and that happens, especially if you've cared about somebody that much. But it's really this energy of like the past needs to be laid to rest. In order to push forward, and so we have the universe, and usually this shows up when it, at least from the way that I perceive it, when the universe has a very specific message that it wants to get across to you in regards to your path, right? Like, because there's something that you've missed, or something like signs or synchronicities have been trying to line up to get a message across, but like this is like the universe being like, here's point blank what it is. Eight of Swords in reverse, it's time to take the blindfold off, right? With the Moon in reverse, right? Like, it shows me that you were blinded to a person in the past. It shows me that you were, like, You didn't see them for what they were until it was like kind of too late. And with the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like saying now it's time to see. So what are you going to be seeing, or what do you need to see in regards to this? Princess of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Princess of Pentacles in reverse, you were used, right? Especially with the Five of Pentacles. They left you with less than what you met them with, right? They left you feeling a lack mentality and like, or feeling like something was missing. With the High Priestess in reverse and the Hierophant showing up, that's opposite energies. The High Priestess in reverse tells me that you had doubts, right, in regards to this person. Like you felt like you felt the doubts, right? And with the Hierophant, I feel like you're in the energy of learning and growing from this. Starting to see something for what it actually is versus like what you wanted it to be. So, and we have a lot of Pisces energy with the High Priestess and the Moon. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, a lot of Pentacles too, which is Earth energy. So if you're dealing with either of those signs, they're pretty prominent, or if you're one of those signs. So moving forward, what can you look forward to? I don't like sitting here hyperfixating on past energy. If I'm being real, I feel like the past is meant to be in the past. Four of Swords in reverse. Oh, this is why we're talking about it. Because now those same fears are coming up. Or like there's like fear or insecurity in regards to something now. So what is that? Oh. Okay. We have Two of Swords, emotional guardedness. Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. Yeah, so you've gone through a lot and it's hard to like open up to something new. And where'd you go? And like feeling like, yeah, Three of Swords, something broke your heart. And I feel like I don't know if you properly healed from this. Right? I feel like there's still some unhealed energy here with the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, Five of Cups. That's like Two of Swords, super guarded, super defensive, super like on edge in regards to love and like triggered by certain things that, you know, may occur in the future, or like comparing, right? The energy of comparing the past with the future. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. Three of Swords, broken hearted. Could have been a third party situation. Could have been, you know, but you've been through a lot. And with Five of Cups, emotional disappointment. I feel like you were reused, and I don't know if you're like fully healed from that or like over that. Because it looks like traumatic, right? And with the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold and abandoned, right? That's also like, fuck. And with the Ten of Wands, this being an emotional burden, something you hold on to, right? Something that weighs you down. I feel like King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is why you're in that energy of like with the Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, trying to really build yourself up, trying to like really push yourself forward. Also, the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles is somebody who is typically alone, right? In the pictures. I mean, I know the Queen of Pentacles is their divine counterpart, right? With the Queen of Pentacles being in reverse here, though, it's like past person was not your divine counterpart, right? They showed up in an energy kind of like feeding that belief, but like not really being it. They fell short. They were the opposite of that energy. Just see that there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Also, this is really telling me, now you have 10, 10, 10, right? That's endings and new beginnings in all your mind, your body, and your spirit, right? So on every level, endings and new beginnings. Also, 10 of Pentacles in reverse could represent letting go of an earth sign, or letting go of something that you once thought was your wish fulfillment. Letting go of something that was materialistic also. And embracing this 10 of Cups, which is like your emotional abundance. I feel like right now there's like this energy of needing to like establish yourself and maybe even take some time with the Hierophant, like to like be by yourself and work on yourself. Because like you don't want this shit from the past to create negative like ripple effects in a future connection. Like if you feel triggered by something, or like, you know, you don't want things to trickle down into like reliving a past situation. So in any way, right? Even if it's just like, because like we can manifest a lot of our fears and insecurities and doubts, and so I feel like you're really being called to be cautious of that. Like focus on gratitude, focus on abundance, focus on the things that make you happy, and manifest from that energy. It's always tea time. Eternity, endless moments, and repetition. Yeah, this kind of goes back to the first couple cards that we pulled, right? Remembering, having past life regression, remembering things from past lives. This is a karmic relationship. This is somebody who's like done you dirty in a past life, and here we are revisiting it, going through it because of that magnetic soul tie, right? You are rare and free. There are not many like you, right? And I feel like that's something that you need to understand about yourself. You can't be for everybody, because not everybody is rare, right? Not everybody will understand this like very unique energy that you bring to the table. People fucking suck sometimes, man. yeah, I feel like there's a karmic relationship and it's just been repeated lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and you're realizing it, and you're like, fuck. Right? Sometimes when we see somebody and we're like, God, I've known you for so many lifetimes, sometimes we realize that the role that they played in those lifetimes, or the role that even you could have played in those lifetimes, was probably not the best, right? And which causes like this karmic effect where somebody has to pay their debt to somebody else. And if it's not paid and we keep reliving the same bullshit story, guess what? Next life, we're going to do the same shit. The gift. This tells me that you're very gifted. Also, if you notice, she's talking to animals and connecting with animals. I feel like right now, like maybe an emotional support animal or like some sort of like animal companion would be really beneficial to you, especially if you feel like you can connect and speak with them. I don't think it's crazy to talk to animals. I fucking do, right? And believe me, they do have like a very deep understanding, right? Like they're some next level shit. I love the shit out of animals. And yeah, so I feel like right now connecting to a spirit animal or connecting to a physical animal is probably a really good idea. Ew. Blue Tara. Chaos will give way to the higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart. As Blue Tara looks to her right, gazing toward the future, she sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the destiny that's now unfolding for you. Right? So that's a huge indicator that you could have paid this karmic debt, right? By severing ties. And as soon as you really energetically let go to the point where they don't cross your mind, there's no like thinking about them, talking about them, dwelling on them. Once you reach that point where you sever that energetic tie, then you don't have to worry about like revisiting this connection, right? Just consider your debt paid in full, right? That's part of it. Once your debt is paid in full, then let them leave your mind and your heart and just be gone, right? But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. And don't allow the past to affect your future. Your future connections are not going to resemble this, right? Or they shouldn't. If you let go of this and you really sever ties, then the way, give yourself time to heal, even if that's in solitude. Give yourself time to heal and grow. And decide what is important to you. And choose people who don't remind you of the past, right? Honestly, like one of the most attractive qualities somebody could have is that they don't remind you of your past, right? They don't remind you of people from your past. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. I gotta get working on other shit. But namaste. I love you guys, and I'm here for you.